What's up guys, Average Gamer here, and today I'm going to be showing off my Lyrical Luciana deck. It's a bit different from probably any mainstream ones because I kind of run a certain combo that is really cool to pull off, and I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, so I'll just start with some replays, and essentially the point of the Lyrical deck is to get out their Xyz monsters. And they're very simple to get out because you just essentially spam a bunch of level 1s and pop out the Xyz monsters. So as you can see here, we got the Assembly Nightingale, which is one of the main ones from this deck. It gains 200 attack for each Xyz material, and it can attack directly up to number of Xyz materials it's got. Plus, during either player's turn, you can remove a material, and all Lyrical Luciana monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and you take no damage. And the other one I've got is the Starling, which can increase the attack of one of your Lyrical monsters by 300 for 300 attack and defense for each Xyz material, and you can detach one material from it to add a wing beast from your deck to your hand. And another effect is any battle damage you take involving the Xyz summon is also inflicted to your opponent. So obviously my opponent quit because, well, Bottomless Trap Hole won't work. None of these monsters have more than 1500 attack. Plus, and now I've got a guy who can attack directly for 23, and then I could probably just crash these into that to burn the rest. On to the second replay. This time I think it's a Red Eyes deck. And yeah, so let's see, and then as for the actual cards, we got, so this one, the Cobalt Sparrow. When it is special summon, you can add a wing beast from your deck to your hand, but its secondary effect when it's the Xyz material, when it is an Xyz material, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. So you should see this is now immune to card effects. And yep. And in the Sapphire Swallow, which is if you control a wing beast, you can then special summon this card and a wing beast from your hand. And when it's used in the Xyz material, you can add one Lyrical monster from your graveyard and attach it as well. So it's a good way to get even more summons into it. And then my opponent gets out the Red Eyes and goes to attack. I just pop them back and win the duel there because he's got nothing. And then the final replay I'm going to show you is actually, I'm going to pause it. This is the combo that this deck is made for. I managed to pull it off, and so obviously it's pretty good. So my opponent's running Dark Magician, normal kind of thing. He's going to activate the Magic Circle, etc, etc. He doesn't have any Dark Magician, so he's kind of screwed for the first turn. So I'll let that play. Alright, pause it there. Now as you can see, he's also got Eternal Soul. But what we've got here is, I'm going to special summon this, and this will allow me to special summon another monster from my hand or graveyard, which would be this one, which will allow me to then, when it's special summoned, to add a wing beast to my hand, which I do, and I then add the Sapphire Swallow, which once again, as long as I have at least one wing beast, I can special summon this and another one from my hand. So I do that. And then, so we got now, it can now attack 4 times, and it's got 800 attack. But now comes the secondary part. So luckily I got these off, none of his traps could do anything. So when this guy is normal summoned, without tribute, his attack goes down to 0. That's fine. You're using him as Xyz material, it doesn't matter what his attack is. This guy, when an Earth Mutagen type monster is normal special summoned, you can special summon this guy, but half his attack and defense. Also fine, doesn't matter. And then this card, number 35, Ravenous Tarantula. Now, 0 attack, 0 defense. You're probably like, well, what's so good about it? Well, first off, all monsters you control gain attack and defense equal to the difference in both players' life points. So right now we're at 8,000, 8,000, so no increase. Whenever your opponent, while this has Xyz material, anytime your opponent special summons, you can inflict 600 damage. and once per turn you can detach material, destroy all monsters that have attack with less than or equal to discards. Now, the secondary event means nothing to me because this guy, the Lyrical, attacks once again 4 times this turn, so as you'll watch, takes once directly, takes 800, and then since there's 800 difference, becomes 16. Takes again, 16, doubles again to 32, takes another 3000, takes another 6000. So now I've got one card that cannot be targeted, plus if I use its effect, because you can do it either turn, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So essentially, this is the perfect first turn combo, plus I have a 5600 spider, which if for some reason he did survive, I'd say, I think I only, did I take 4 times? Yeah, I did. But that would be close enough to win a link duel, tag duel, and if I had that in attack, I could also use its effect to then destroy all my opponent's monsters, because I doubt they have anything over 5600, so... Alright, I'll give you a deck profile, and... Alright, so here we are with the deck profile, so I'll go through it pretty simply. So we got 3 Night Express Knight, and 3 Heavy Freight Train Crane. I'm sorry about the pronunciation, but obviously these are for that Ravenous Spider. We got 2 Reed Butterflies. If my opponent has a Synchro monster and I don't, I can then special summon this. This is just for getting out real quickly, because I can also control monsters just as long as they're not Synchro. So we got 3 Wind Witch Snowbell, because so long as I have 2 or more wind monsters, which is what this deck is mostly made of, I can special summon them. We got 3 of the Turquoise Wobbler, 3 Sapphire Swallows, 3 Cobalt Sparrows. We got 1 Jester Confit, because he could just be special summoned, but you're only allowed to control 1, that's why I only run 1 of him. And you got 3 Turbo Boosters, because this card, so long as I have normal summon this turn, I can special summon this card from my hand. So if I have 3 of them in my hand, I can special summon 3 of them, so long as I have normal summon. Plus, here's also a Machine Earth, so if I have this, I could also special summon. And then I got 1 Speedroid Fiend Magnet. This card, I have it because of his effect that you can target a monster your opponent controls and then use it as synchro material. Since this guy is a tuner, 1 star, so that's why I chucked in a few. Actually, this guy shouldn't be in here, he's a dark. A few wind synchrollers. Synchrollers. Just for his effect. As for the spells, got 1 for 1. Send a monster to the graveyard, special summon a level 1 from your hand or deck. 1 Polymerization, that's for the fusion, I'll get to that. 1 Soul Charge, also to do with this. We got 1 Upstart Goblin, 1 Terraforming, 1 Magical Mallet. This card isn't essentially necessary, but sometimes you do just draw a really bad hand and it could be helpful. We have 1 Left Arm Offering, 2 Twin Twisters, 1 Revolving Switchyard. This is just for these guys again to get off that combo. Got Storming Mirror Force, Quaking Mirror Force, Dimensional Barrier, just to kind of stop any effects, because we mostly run Xyz, but so if my opponent's using fusions or synchros or something, this is pretty helpful, or even Pendulum. We got 1 Trickster Reincarnation, just in case they're running like a I think it's a graveyard heavy deck where they have to send, they will be sending a whole bunch to there, or if they get a huge hand, then I can make them banish all of that. It's just a random trap, really. I mean, it's not necessary. There are probably better things in there. But I also got 1 Royal Decree, because this isn't really, trap heavy, and it does stop your opponents. Although their effects don't really, it's for the whole returning to hand part. This card, because it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, it can still be targeted, and it can still be sent back to the hand or banished. Which is why we do get the, I think it's this one, so your opponent cannot target it, which is very helpful. Alright, so on to the extra deck. You've seen these 3 cards. We also run Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora. Just in case I don't have these out, there's no point in just summoning him without having this card. So that's that. And his effect is you can detach a material, target one face-up monster. It is unaffected by card effects except its own, so it's a good way to keep it alive. Plus, if you send the freight train, you can target one card your opponent controls and destroy it when it is detached. So that's good. Like I said, just some random wind synchros in case, just for this guy. And the fusion, the Independent Nightingale. This card, I'll read its effect first. When it is fusion summoned using an Xyz monster, whose original name includes Lyrical Luciana as fusion material, you can increase the level of this card by the number of Xyz material that were attached to that monster. This card gains attack equal to its level times 500. It's unaffected by other card effects, and once per turn, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to this card's level. So like I said, the point with Soul Charge is if you have one of these and it's just filled with material, maximum of 5 obviously, and then it gets destroyed or returned to your hand or something, so all of these go to the graveyard. You got your Soul Charge to bring them all back, fusion it again, synchro it again, polymerization into this. You just got to have the Nightingale plus another Lyrical monster in your hand or on the field, and then you get this guy. So obviously it gains 500 equal to its level. So if you fuse it with a full material one, so it's 5, it would then gain 5 levels, so it'd be level 6, so it'll gain another 3,000 attack. This card, yeah, level 6, so it'll be about 4,000 attack, plus you can then burn your opponent for 3,000 damage once per turn. So it's just an additional, essentially you would want to attack with this card as much as you can, get it down, and then fusion at the end of the turn to burn your opponent off. I haven't really got this card out that often. It's, like I said, with this other combo that I've got with it, it's just a lot better at beating your opponent using this kind of almost invincible card. But yeah, so that's the deck, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you also try it out. Leave a comment what you would do different, or what you'd like to see next, because I've never played these before until I decided to do this deck, and I'm, like I said, always happy to try new things. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.